There's a real difference between understanding something in theory and having lived through it. So I've got a friend who used to work in a big dog rehoming centre, and she's an amazing dog trainer. She was so good with the dogs in the rescue and like really skilled. I would say her skill level's way higher than mine. And anyway, she was very used to working with reactive dogs. They would often rehome dogs that might be reactive in some situations. She would give people lots of advice about how to handle walks and day-to-day life with their dogs. But she'd never lived with a dog. Her job was very busy. She was young. She didn't have time for a dog of her own. So she'd never lived with a reactive dog. And then she fostered a dog from the rescue who was quite reactive to other dogs. And she said to me, "Tracy, I've realised now that a lot of the advice I give out doesn't work. It doesn't work in real life. It works in the rescue because everybody else does the same thing as me, but it doesn't work in real life because people don't all do the same thing." And then she told me this story about how she'd ended up lying on the ground while her foster dog and this off-lead Labrador had a fight over her head, and how difficult that had been. And that's why, if you're looking for help with your dog, it's really important to get help from somebody who not only has helped lots of other people, not only is well qualified, qualifications absolutely do matter in a big way, but also has lived through this, whatever it is that you are dealing with. That is really important, because without that day-to-day lived experience, often advice isn't as good as the person giving it thinks that it is.